Okay. Okay. I have cooled off. I am a lot calmer. I must make up for my absolute failure, my absolute loss of composure when it comes to playing the arcade version of this game. Because now we're playing the Sega Genesis version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. This version is a miracle. 16-bit Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is a miracle of modern science. When you consider everything that the original MK3 had and what Ultimate added on top of that. 7 new characters, with 3 of them unlocked as you play the arcade game, on top of the extra characters we added to the console release. So, first of all, cheats menu. A, C, up, B, A, D. So let's go through them one by one. The overall cheats menu gives you sound tests, so it's not really that much of a cheat. But at least you can look at the sound test.
Don't make me laugh.
Okay, I won't. You can look at everyone's bio screen from here. So it's more like a debug mode. But let's take care of this now. We're going to be playing as Noob Saibot, a member of the Brothers of the Shadow sent to spy on the Battle Between the Realms, as it calls it. But before we do that, we have other secrets to explore. Mostly the fact that you can choose to start from any arena, and some arenas are missing in the 16-bit version. You can turn the timer off, which I've never had a problem with the timer, but that's fine, you do you, the option's there. And we have killer codes. Quick End is kind of weird to explain, where if you have to hold a button to activate a certain finisher, you only need to hold that button, and it does the rest. Absent from this option are brutalities, which is important. You can enable either Shao Kahn or Motaro for versus mode. Only for versus mode. Or you can play the hidden game, but I think we're gonna look at the options really quick, because I fucking know better. So joystick, this is where you would check your key config if you had, say, a 6-button controller, which I don't. That's right, we're playing this game with the standard Genesis 3-button controller, and that's gonna be a bit of a problem. We'll get into the controls in a moment. For now, Noob Saibot. He is considered to be one of the most broken characters in classic Mortal Kombat. For reasons we will obviously demonstrate. I know you can't speed up your... You can't speed up your trip down the arcade tower. So, this move. That move, it's known as the no block ball. It is as advertised. Blocking is disabled when you are covered by these shadows. Now, that alone would be enough, but it also disables your attack options as well. That's right. Noob Saibot can basically stop you from attacking. the drawback from this is that, you know how when you play a Sub-Zero and you freeze someone that's already frozen? This game has double ice backfire for Noob Saibot. For the record, we are still dealing with the exact same AI. So they're not just gonna lie down and let you demonstrate all the cool stuff you can do. Okay, I'm fucking up on that.
Flawless victory.
But yeah, needless to say, this isn't even the dirtiest stuff Noob Saibot can do. And even then, it's still kind of dicey on 16-bit. Notice how my clone threw him the other way. So, with that general demonstration of what Noob Saibot can do, let's talk about the button config for a 3-button controller. Your B button is block. Your A button is low punch. Your C button is low kick. Which is no problem for Noob Saibot. Because he has a combo that can literally be done by mashing LK. Which I would love to demonstrate. So that brings up the other question. What happened to high punch? Well, you press block and low punch at the same time. This does make certain combos problematic, because they require you to do certain button combinations. What you know as HP, HP, LK, HK instead becomes AB, AB, then A, then BC. And even then, it's incredibly flaky. I think that should just about do it for the talking portion, for the general explanation. Because this is going to get serious, and again, regardless of difficulty, we're going to be at the max level sooner than you'd think. I keep trying to uppercut that. I know there's a fancier thing you can do with that. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I think you can just low kick it. Also, you can still get knocked out of your teleport. You are not invincible during that. Very important to note. The most you can do is attempt to run away. And that usually doesn't work out too well. So yeah, the only finisher Noob Saibot has in the Genesis version, if I remember correctly, is just a Brutality. Brutality is a rapid button combination of attacks until the end of that string. Also, it would be Cyrax. It would be Cyrax. Notice, he had me trapped in his net, but because he had the no block ball under him, he could not retaliate.
Round 2, fight.
Yeah, this game's kind of ridiculous. But considering what you've got ahead of you, you're gonna need to be cheap as possible.
Round 3, fight.
But Noob Saibot and his style and look changes depending on the version you're playing. If it's the Genesis version, his neutral stance is based off Scorpion. If it's like the Saturn version, which we will get to, hopefully, by the time this video's out. Hopefully I will have found a way to test the Saturn version, make sure it's ready for prime time. In the Saturn version and the arcade version, Noob Saibot's neutral stance and style is based off Kano, because you don't have any ninjas in vanilla MK3. And no, cyber ninjas don't count. Yeah, it's basically pointless to block.
Round 2, fight.
Like I said, basically pointless to block. Like, you need to be committing offense in this game. And that's also what happens when you jump against Cyrax. You get netted. Yeah, thank you, Saving Grace. I swear you can uppercut that. Also, yay, not grabbing because hitboxes. Yeah, I was trapped in a vortex. I don't think uppercut's fast enough for that. Just a reminder to the general public, this is on air quotes, easy mode.
Round 1, fight. Outstanding.
Okay, we need to fix that. Yeah, I might just have to jump kick it. Yeah, not even then. Like, Noob's not as powerful as he would become. These tools are still broken. Don't get me wrong. But they don't come together as much in the Genesis version. Yeah, if you're fast enough, you can do 2 kick combos. Because doing a combo depletes your run. Okay. There we are. Now we're back on track.
Round 1, fight.
Oh, that's right, we're dealing with Sector. Now it dawns on me. Oof. Oof. Okay.
Round 2.
Okay. Just gotta be careful. Yes, yes, it tings every time you are hit when you're at that health threshold. Also introduced in Ultimate MK3, endurance matches.
Round 1 fight.
The difference is that you only know your first opponent.
Outstanding.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Okay, Sonya, buddy. Okay, that was close. That was close.
Round 2 fight.
Like, Noob is still fun, but you have to work for it. You have to work for that fun. Also, god damn, this is glitchy. Noob kicking the other way in the corner? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you are not free of the jank on 16 bits. If anything, we added more jank.
Round 1 fight.
Also, that's what you get for jumping.
Outstanding.
Oh yeah, bullying in the corner. There we go. It is only 2 opponents. I am certain that when we get to Trilogy, it is more. Sorry, not taking chances with you. Alright, so with the endurance match out of the way, we have Motaro. Whoopee. I actually do have a strategy, which is mostly going to be teleporting in and low kicking him before he knows what hit him. And that's the extent, because Motaro was a character made for regular Mortal Kombat 3 characters in mind. We've demonstrated with Scorpion in the arcade version that sometimes Motaro just can't deal. But yeah, that's the general plan. Anything else will get me killed harder and faster, and yes, the no block ball does not work on Motaro. Otherwise, this would be a lot easier.
Round 1, fight.
Also, Motaro doesn't have a stage. It's a lot easier when he's against the corner, because all he can really do is jump in. And due to the fact the game gets all laggy when there's multiple fireballs on the screen, kinda screws me up, and my timing. There we are. But yes, that is the general strat, and I believe it generally relies on luck. You basically have to pray that Motaro never has the distance to shoot fireballs at you, because if he does, you're in trouble. And yes, you can still get grabbed out of your teleport. That's on startup, not recovery. And thus we have now reached max difficulty.
Round 1, fight.
Notice how we're switching locations every time. The stage that Motaro is normally in is not part of the 16-bit package. Also, I wasn't at the right distance, therefore I don't get a combo. That has happened to me multiple times. Okay.
Round 2, fight.
In case you're wondering, I don't feel good having to resort to this. But when you're dealing with special bosses, they get special treatment. Emphasis on special. So Motaro is relatively easy to deal with. Shao Kahn, not as much. I need to pray for certain actions to occur and certain actions to not occur. AKA not shoulder tackling. So, hoping for the knee to come in. If I try to throw a no-block ball, he's just gonna fireball counter me. And, yeah, you ain't grabbing him. That's just ridiculous, thinking that Shao Kahn is grabbable. Yeah, as we've established,
Don't make me laugh.
if you try to throw a projectile at him, he will counter with his own.
Don't make me laugh.
There are certain combos which do make this easier. But we're using the 3-button pad. Those combos are out of the question for us. And yes, your clone is pretty much disabled from here because Genesis. Yeah, all he can really do is laugh. Yep, 9 times out of 10, he will just... Nine times out of 10, he will just counter your fireball with another. So I need to pray for him to knee, so that I can uppercut it, and then hopefully have some kind of advantage. That's not having an advantage.
Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh.
Again, any other strategy is going to get you killed harder and faster, considering the limited equipment I have with a 3-button pad.
Round 1, fight.
Also, against the corner is so much better. There. I'm the one that's at advantage right now, and I expect that to end miserably. Like so! Like fucking so! God, I hate this boss! Because you just have no reprieve against him.
Don't make me laugh.
It's so terrible. The fact that I even have to cheat to stand a chance against him is a testament to how much he is not balanced, as to how much he is not fun to fight.
Round 1, fight. Don't make me laugh.
Also, knee just goes whatever distance it wants, and I'm screwed.
Don't make me laugh. Round 2, fight.
Yeah, it basically has to be a certain distance. Okay, you know what? I'm save stating. Okay, I didn't have the timing down. Yeah, the timing is pretty much whatever he wants it to be, which is really bad for us. Like, he can just do a long knee, or he can do a short knee. And now we're in the corner, which is especially bad.
Don't make me laugh. Round 3, fight.
Sorry, this is what I gotta do. Hate me all you want, but I'm not playing fair. Because this game doesn't play fair.
Round 3, fight.
Yeah, I can't uppercut him because it's delayed or it's not functional. Nah, not taking chances. That's what happens when I take chances. When I let go of block, that happens. Also, uppercut just doesn't work. It's not as foolproof as it would be in later games. And this is kind of the problem with having to fight someone like Shao Kahn when your tools are delayed. Because Shao Kahn doesn't even know the meaning of the word delayed. Okay. Goodbye. So, in the arcade version, you got what was known as Shao Kahn's Lost Treasures. In the arcade version, you had to play a certain tower. Because otherwise, if you played on, like, the novice tower, you only had a certain couple of squares that were only selectable. But if you played on the highest tower, you could pick any of the treasures you want. In the Genesis version, this restriction does not exist. You can basically pick whichever treasure you want. And there are noticeably less than the arcade version, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I'm not wild about MK3 as a whole, as the arcade version demonstrated, because when you get to the mid-boss, and especially when you get to the final boss, fun just gets thrown out the window. Especially when Ultimate tweaked their AI to make them even more difficult. Which means you have to pull out every cheap trick imaginable just to stand a chance. I'm telling you this despite the fact I have played every Street Fighter game and every King of Fighters game on this channel. And I didn't really complain as hard as you do with Mortal Kombat, because the tools aren't as consistent. But yeah, this is the Genesis version. I didn't even mention there was a missing character entirely. Shiva. The thing about the Super Nintendo version that we didn't cover is that there is a team battle mode where you can pick a character at random. That character at random can become Shiva, which is great, except for the fact that Shiva's data has been scrubbed clean, so she will glitch the game, she will lock it up. And this is the caveat with getting this game on a 16-bit platform. All the sacrifices you had to make. And hopefully we'll be able to show you a version that's not as restrictive.